All right, I see the recording has started. Stephanie, you now sharing. There it is. Perfect. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Mayor Manager meeting for Wednesday, July 12th. Online with me is Mayor Pro Tem Stephen Ward, City Clerk Stephanie Carlisle, Deputy City Manager Tim Dodd, City Manager Shawn Lewis, and City Attorney Tamara Niles. Shawn, I'll let you kick us off.
All right, we'll start with the meeting on July 17th, study session, street plan overview, city municipal code changes, lead reduction program, resolution approving agreement with Inglewood Depot for potential executive session, attorney-client privilege, 2023 budget supplemental, recognition of summer interns, Inglewood Library recognition of Dave Chapman, 2023 signal replacement project, award of an optimal source contract for services with Colorado Analytical Laboratories for lab regulatory compliance. Award of a professional services agreement with Hazen and Sawyer for the solids handling improvements project. Award of a design contract to Peters and Yaffe in the amount of $137,755.79. CB 22. Consider an ordinance authorizing Inglewood Police Department to recover fees for specific services the Sheriff Department is authorized to recover under state law. Agreements with Toll Southwest LLC for city ditch relocation and McClellan Pump Station dedication. CB 33 recall special election. IGA with Arapahoe County for coordinated election services. EPA Water Sense Program partnership. First reading to assign Inglewood's 2023 private activity bonds, allocation to the Colorado Housing and Finance Authority. First reading of an ordinance establishing ballot questions to revise city charter pursuant to phase 2 of the charter review project. And Stephanie, I'm having a little bit of technical problems. Can you walk us through the consent questions?
Yeah, let's start there first. You're on mute, Stephanie, if you're speaking.
Yep, I was just chatting away. Sorry about that. So 2023 signal replacement project, we need to identify consent.
I would say yes. I know that might be a high dollar value, but
I don't think it's going to fly. I think it'll
no?
get pulled.
Okay. I think it's going to be a high dollar value. So yeah, I'm fine with taking it off consent.
Okay. And then next we have the service agreement with for solids handling.
I would say no to that one. Came up during water and sewer yesterday, so.
Okay. And then next we have for the Hawk signal beacon award of design contract.
What are your thoughts on that one, Steve? I would say yes on consent, but
I think that one has a high chance of getting pulled as well, just because of what it's for.
okay.
I know we've already discussed it, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't mind speaking to it. So obviously I'm a big proponent of that one. So
Yes or no?
Yes. No, sorry. No consent so far on the 3 items.
Okay. Sorry, and then is there another? Oh, I have 2 things on my. Okay, let me just scroll down here.
I thought there were a couple more on the bottom.
Yeah, there were. All right, then the EPA Water Sense program.
I would say yes to that.
I'm fine with that.
And the private bond allocation. I'm sorry, private activity bond allocation to Colorado Housing and Finance Authority.
No.
Okay. All right, I think that was it for consent questions.
And on the PAB, I'm sure you know this, but that we do give those back every year unless we have a project.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think with housing being a hot button issue right now, they're gonna want to discuss it.
Okay.
Stephanie, do we have time to assign to a study session?
We do. Oh, discussion time, we need to go ahead and assign for the lead reduction program.
That came up yesterday during, I don't think it'll take that long, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, so that's plenty of time within the hour for both study session items then. So you said 10-minute discussion?
Yeah, it may go a little bit longer, but yeah, I think we're fine with those 2 items staying under the hour.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me get us down to the 24th. There we go. Shawn, you want me to keep going or you got it?
I can read 1 or 2 columns at a time. That's my problem. I've been locked out. My password expired and I'm locked out of my computer. So
Oh, yep, that
I'm
takes about,
doing this.
I'll read them out and you guys just let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so for the 24th, we have a study session for the June 2023 monthly financial report. We also have a study session for Tri-Cities homeless plan of action update. Looks like we've got sometimes when they do the assigned discussions. Safe parking pilot program is another study session item. This is a regular meeting, so we'll also have a board and commission member appointment recognition. We'll have the PD is requesting permission to purchase emergency radio equipment. An MOU between the City of Inglewood and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and then an ordinance banning live dog and cat sales at retail. So that's it for the 24th so far.
Should we put times in real quick?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, so for monthly financial 5-minute discussion, I'm a little worried about that Tri-Cities homeless plan. It's gonna go longer than, it's just an update. So it's 20 minutes. Yeah, we may go, what are you thinking there? 15 minutes discussion? Depending on what the update is, right? It's hard to.
That was going to be my guess, yeah.
Yeah, let's do 15 minutes and then.
It's basically sorry, Mayor, it's just a status update on the action plan, like what they've accomplished and what needs to be accomplished going further.
Okay. We'll still leave that at 15 minutes discussion and then safe parking pilot program. Do you think that might be much discussion, Shawn?
I think at least 15 minutes on that one, probably
Oh, wow.
a little more.
So we may go over into past 7 o'clock unless we can shorten the monthly financial.
Okay. We can talk to Jackie about just trimming down the presentation for that.
Yeah, and I think most of us do read the monthly financial report, so
Okay.
I think just hitting the high level bullet points like the summary, I think probably would be best.
Okay. I'm just taking some notes here.
And by the way, Steve, I will not be attending the 24th.
That's a 6-pack.
I'm aware. All right, I got no
My
further
fee is
questions
low,
on this.
but I do charge it.
All right, so now we can move on to do you want to move on to August 7th?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so study session, discussion of proposed council policies, public comment amendments, presentation on proposed ordinance for massage business license. Then we have a resolution approving an agreement with Eve to transfer assets to the city. We have the 2023 Q2 strategic plan update, the city municipal code changes, lead reduction program. Let's see, Council Bill 4, which is an ordinance to repeal code for cable TV customer standards. And then an ordinance approving Comcast cable TV franchise agreement. So far for the 7th.
Okay.
Keep going, or do you want to assign any consents?
No, I think we're good. We can wait on that one.
Okay. So down for the 14th, we have draft proposed 2024 operating and capital budget. The snow season recap and snow plan overview. Big Dry Creek update. Okay, and
That's
then
the 21st, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I've jumped in. Okay, sorry about that. So the 21st, we're on to Big Dry Creek update, public hearing for Title 16 Code Next regulations, Denver Water Interconnect IGA. And that's it so far for the 21st. And the 28th, Affordable Housing Task Force interviews.
Mhm.
An administrative study results for charges to the enterprise funds and component units. Youth Advisory Board interviews. And the July 2023 monthly financial report.
Okay.
September 4th, we've got 3 proclamations, Workforce Development Month, National Hispanic Heritage Month, and Constitution Week.
Actually, that's going to be on the 5th, since it's
Oh.
Labor Day.
Yep.
So we're good. Okay.
Yeah, that's good though, because we got to change that in the system. We've all missed that. Okay, great. The 18th, the budget public hearing is scheduled so far. The 25th, the budget workshop to finalize the 2024 budget. That's
Okay.
just a placeholder right now in case we need it. The August 2023 monthly financial report and the EDDA proposed 2024 budget is coming forward as well.
Okay. Cool. I don't think we need to go into October unless you want to see things into October, Steve.
No,
You're
I'm
on
good.
mute. Okay.
I'm good.
Cool. All right, it's good to see the budget calendar. Okay. So we have nothing so far on the 11th then of September. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I have any questions on the upcoming schedule. Anything else from staff? Shawn, I know we've had a couple weeks off, but
No, I conversed last night via email about planning commission and some challenges I think that a member of the public had and maybe others.
yeah.
That when we stopped being virtual on that, we were using Zoom to actually we've never streamed the meetings, but we were using Zoom so that people could call into the meetings. We don't have that ability without bringing in Big Bite and our IT
Right.
staff into that meeting, and that none of that's in the budget.
Mhm.
And so we had the meeting last night fully in person, but it didn't have a virtual option. So Steve and I talked about, a study session, or, we can just bring you a budget amendment to cover that the rest of the year. I also learned that a former IT leader said that they were afraid that staff would quit if, they had to come in a second night twice a month. But I think the bigger issue there is that we have to give those employees comp time as
Right.
opposed to overtime. And so we're losing, time to focus on the network and all the other things that they're doing. So it's definitely an issue for us on that.
Yeah.
But
We've talked about bandwidth as part of the IT budget for next year. So
right.
some of the things that, yeah. Okay. Steve, is there anything you wanted to add? I saw you went off mute.
Not specifically.
Okay.
I just think that maybe we do need to have a study session to discuss some of the ramifications, because I think there were some unintended consequences with the change we made and some of the messaging to the public. The thing that was reported to me was when people said they wanted to Zoom in, they were told council doesn't allow that.
Right.
So rather than having a discussion of the logistic concerns, it was a policy response.
Right. Okay. That
And
sounds
that
good.
was
Yeah.
on the 9th, Steve?
The other thing I want to note separately is the 17th. There's likely to be hours and hours of public comment. So that could be a somewhat grueling session as far as time-wise.
Right. Yep. So
And
we may
that's
have to look in terms of, I'm sorry, go ahead, Shawn.
I was going to say, and that's because of Code Next, Steve?
Not just Code Next. Unfortunately, we've been off for 2 weeks, and there's been a lot of things that have happened in the city in those 2 weeks that people want to talk about. I know the Delaware Street situation; those neighbors will be coming as well.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I did want to let you all know that last night, the planning and zoning continued their meeting, I think, to the 24th. And so that throws the, the schedule for Code Next coming back to council off a meeting or two. So we'll keep you updated on that. And so I think to clarify on the virtual, the biggest impact is really on P&Z and Zoning Board of Adjustments. And so if it's all right with you all, could I get some information? I mean, understand what staff is doing with regard to, having a hybrid option if it's possible, and look into some other options before we schedule the study session. Is that all right? And get back to you maybe in the form of a council request.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but yeah, we
Is that
should
all right
definitely
with
look
you?
into, yeah. Yeah, definitely get a council request, but then also look into scheduling something for study session into August.
Okay, will do.
I was actually looking at what August the 7th looks like in terms of study session. It'll be tight, but we could possibly do it there. Okay, cool. Anything else from staff?
I don't have anything.
Not I.
Nothing for me.
Anything else from you, Steve?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Nothing for me either. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes today's Mayor Manager meeting. I'll see everyone on Monday night.
Thanks,
Have a
everybody.
good day. All right, take care,
Thank you,
everyone.
Stephanie.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.